Greetings everyone, I'm Prince B. Once again, we are here with some more Amiibo to unbox. Today we're wrapping up, or rather I guess we should say unwrapping, the last two of the Kirby series Amiibo, King Dedede and Meta Knight. Yeah, let's get started. Last time we got Kirby and Waddle Dee, both absolutely gorgeous, and looking forward to getting a closer look at these two. Dedede in particular, we'll start with him. I've finished Kirby Robobot. Have to say I enjoyed it. I'm thinking about maybe doing a more in-depth review about it. I'm not sure yet. But I was kind of disappointed with the kind of lack of a role Dedede played in this one. He was kind of there for a few parts, but not really as much as the other three. So that's unfortunate, because I kind of like Dedede. But anyways, let's get the figure open. Here he is, pretty heavy, just like his Smash counterpart, who's also pretty dang heavy. Between the two of them, I feel like Smash is still maybe a little bit heavier, but I can't quite tell. I've never been good at judging things like weight. Yeah, he still feels a little heavier to me. But I remember when the pictures for all of these guys were first revealed on that Nintendo Direct, all of these looked gorgeous, but then Dedede just looked really awkward. I think he was like doing this. Yeah, I think it was this angle. And he was the source of many jokes. But, you know, even though when I first looked at him there, he looked really gross, like just compared to these other gorgeous figures, he just looked kind of derpy. I think he looks a lot better in person. He definitely looks a lot less detailed, if you will, in terms of things like the trimmings on his robe, his actual outfit, the hammer, just overall, yeah, even on his back, the emblem on his Smash is just like more detailed. Whereas on the Kirby series version, it's just more simplistic. It's just the basic symbol. That's not to say it's bad though. Definitely a lot better than the pre-release pictures that came out. He does look more plasticky, and he is more simplistic because he is designed in the Kirby art style instead of the Smash 4 art style. With that said, I do prefer the Smash version. I think most people do. But considering he's still... you're not going to find him in just a random store in the US, most likely. And he is kind of pricey to import. If you can't really afford to pay extra to get the Smash version, I don't think the Kirby series version is nearly as bad as we all thought it would be. It's not as good, but if you have to settle, it's not a terrible way to settle. Because, I mean, he's still pretty good. And I will say that on this version, I do have some paint bleeding, whereas on this, everything's pretty crisp. All the lines are even, no paint bleeding. So it does have some advantages over the Smash version. Still do prefer the Smash version, but I wouldn't fault anyone for preferring the Kirby series version. And next, to finish them off, we have Meta Knight. He does take a little bit more of an active role in the story than Dedede or well, technically Waddle Dee isn't really in the story. He just kind of supports you, tossing like items and stuff to help you in stages. But Meta Knight is actually kind of prominent in the story. And I did like the way they implemented him. I'm not going to say too much beyond that, just for the sake of spoilers, but for anyone who isn't familiar with the game. But let's get Meta Knight out here. And here we go. This is the Kirby series Meta Knight, and here's the Smash version. Actually, my first unboxing video was Smash, Meta Knight, and I think Toad. So there he is. let's take a look at this. All the metallic parts are really shiny. That looks really good, and that was one of my big complaints with this, is they have this like black like gunk on there. They're trying to make it look like all worn and battle damaged. I could see why some people would like it, but it didn't appeal to me. It kind of detracted from the figure, in my opinion. Same, still got that gunk up on his wingtips here. But here, he doesn't have his wings. He's just got his cape. This guy is really tough to display with my other Amiibo because the wings get in the way. The sword pokes out, so it's just kind of awkward positioning him all around. But I really like this. I mean, he is bigger than the Smash version, but he's still not like just protruding everywhere. Like, he's protruding a little bit on this side to where he could interfere with displaying him with other Amiibo. But overall, it's just generally easier to display him, I think is going to be the case here, because those wings aren't in the way. The cape is pretty simple, but again, that's the Kirby style, and I think it looks better here than the wings. I think it's an inverse case. I think Meta Knight is so simple on his own that he looks better in the Kirby style, whereas Dedede is so complicated in his design that he looks better in the Smash style. So that's that. I think if I had to choose, I prefer Smash Dedede, Kirby Meta Knight, and Kirby, and then Waddle Dee is just over here. He's not in Smash. R.I.P. Waddle Dee fans. Not to say either of these versions of the Amiibo are bad, just that I have my preferences, and these two are them. We'll just put the Smash versions off to the side now, though. But finishing up the Meta Knight, overall, he looks really good. Much cleaner than the other version. That's another thing. His sword is like pretty solid. It seems a bit shorter, but also thicker than the Smash version. I guess they accounted for his lack of reach in Smash with this version, so there's that. One thing is, on the very bottom of his shoe here, there's a little place where they didn't quite get the paint all the way. It's got some gray there where they didn't paint it. That's unfortunate. Otherwise, I'd say it's a pretty stellar figure. Overall, I think the Kirby series just looks really gorgeous. Dedede is a little less so than the others, but overall, still really good. Let's take a look at them there. Yeah. So that's the Kirby series. Thank you for watching as always, and I'll see you all next time for some more Amiibo content.